laundry. Hi guys, I'm doing laundry. It's like 9:30 and I really want to go on a run because when I don't do like one long run throughout the week, I sort of get crazy. It's so good for like my mental health, and one of my favorite things about New York is that there are like always people outside, so it's quite easy to run. Not like super late, but later than I would be able to back in Kansas. So I have all these clothes that are like wet still, and I'm going to hang them up and get my workout clothes out. But I was in the laundry room and I was reading The Waves by Virginia Woolf for Hot Literati's book club, which you should totally join. And this girl came in and she was like, oh my gosh, you're so pretty. And I was like, thank you. And she was moving her clothes and she was like, you should be a model or something. And so sweet. I love women. But also like, I haven't been spending a ton of time consuming social media. Like, I think I've been producing enough content to feel, I'm gonna wear this Athleta skirt, to feel like I'm still connecting with my followers, but I haven't really been scrolling that much. And I feel like I have so much time and just like energy to put towards my goals, like launching the Hot Literati app. Download it if you haven't. And you know, I feel like so many young women do want to model because it's like fun and sometimes, and it's been like, it seems like very glamorous from the outside, which, you know, no industry is like 100% glamorous, but through my experience with pageants, I have done like a bit of modeling. I am 5'4", which I know the industry's changing and like you can do commercial modeling even if you're shorter, but I went to a couple castings last year here in New York, and like one of them I did book, but it wasn't paid, and it was for like a really small brand, and the owner was like super sweet, but I don't know. I think I'm just now flirting with the idea for my professional career of being like represented in different ways. Like, I went to see a movie with one of my mentors today, and I told him that I had a meeting with an agent on Thursday this week, and he's like, what type of agent for which thing? So I think it would be fun to try to actually get like modeling representation. And I don't know, I guess the first step is taking like digitals, right? And I have this big room with a lot of white space that I'm leaving soon, but I think, yeah, maybe tomorrow I like do my workouts, and I'm going to do some content for Literati. I like to batch film, and like some of the strategies that I use are on the How to Become a Content Creator course that you can take on our website. But I think it would be fun to just spend an entire day like researching agencies that do represent shorter women, and then maybe I'll just like submit to all of them in the span of a day. And if it works out, great. If not, you know, no harm in trying. So I'm gonna do that. I think I have my clothes like comfortably spread out, but I'm just still sort of wet. And I'm gonna run, I want to do at least 5 miles, maybe 6, 7. Maybe, you know, we'll see how I feel, maybe more. Hi guys, we are going to oil my scalp. I still do this. My mother used to do it when I was a little girl. So I have just been working like a maniac on Hot Literati. Hot Literati is a brand I started when I was 21, and now it's turned into like a community, and most recently we have a website and an app. The website is where we host like events online and IRL and like our book club and stuff like that. The app is I'm sort of just making what I want, and I think it's like the most perfect reading and writing app because I know I'm an influencer, and I feel very comfortable saying this out loud because it's the truth, which is that I don't keep social media on my phone because I don't like having my thoughts disrupted. I like being able to focus on one thing for a very long amount of time, and I think that's how you do like really good work in anything. So I don't keep them on my phone, and ever since I've like implemented that, I've been writing so much more because that's what I like studied in school, is writing. I have a degree in English, and one of my minors is creative writing. And an artistic mentor of mine, he was like, this is the time of your life that you need to like do it because you don't have kids and you're like, you have the time. So I've been working really hard writing like every single day for one manuscript. I have like 3 novels in me, I think, and one of them I have a draft that's like 40,000 words, and now I'm working on the second. I'm at like 8,000. And every time I sit down to write, I'm like, oh my gosh, I love writing. I love writing. I also think I can love anything. Like I love when I really focus on it. I love content creation. I love meeting people. I love running. I think you can learn to love anything. I think we do have these like innate passions too though. And so I say all of this to say that the Hot Literati app is like what I want because I love to read, I love to write, and I'm trying to make like the perfect reading and writing experience for myself. So it's not like replacing our website. I love our website and how like vintage it feels, and I love like signing in and seeing all the things everyone's doing. I love like writing, so I make those courses, and as I talk out loud, I'm realizing that the app is actually like a really good focus tool for if you're ever doing like one of the courses on the website. But yeah, and I think for me, like my writing experience is my writing, like anyone else, is so affected by my experience and the experiences that I've had. So I think like in order to write good work, in my opinion, you have to put yourself in situations where you're having like new experiences, and you have to put yourself in situations where you can focus for a very long time. So I think some of the most formative experiences I've had in my writing have been like pageants, obviously, but also just like weird stuff that I've done, like a lot of solo travel. I worked as a background actor once on a Netflix film. That was one of the most interesting days of my life. And I've wanted to model ever since I was a little girl, but I feel like that's a dream that so many young women have. And I also I think it would be fun, but I'm like quite short, as I was saying earlier, I think. I'm not that short, I'm 5'4". So at the very least, I think it could be good to submit digitals. Mainly because a woman came up to me in the laundry room and was like, are you a model? Like, you should model. So I've said that to strangers too. I feel like it's a really good, like, if you think that about someone, I feel like it's the sort of thing you should say to them because it probably makes their day. So yeah, I'm trying to make my hair like how it naturally is. Not like this, but I wanted to oil my scalp first because I know with digitals you want to be very, very natural. So now I'm gonna make more coffee. I'm gonna work. I've been coding like vibe coding. But also like I think you can learn anything, and I can code very slowly, and vibe coding kind of allows you to like do it much faster. But just for like hours and hours and hours, like once the app gets approved, I'm like, how do I make this better for everybody? And when you can like, yeah, learn how to sustain your attention on like one thing for a very long time, it is just, I think it's flow state, right? Like that one guy researched, like it's one of the most delightful things about being a human is doing something and hitting a flow state and just like, and oh, I'm so happy. I'm cracking up because the last video I posted was me like full on crying, crashing out. So all of the experiences, the ups and the downs. Also, this is what I oil my scalp with. It's the same thing my mom used when I was a child. Hi guys, so it's June 17th. Today is a Wednesday, and I have a meeting tomorrow with a literary agent, so I'm really excited about that. I've been writing so much. I launched the Hot Literati app, which helps you read more, write more, track what you're reading, and follow other people and see what they're reading and what everyone thinks about like the same book. I love it. I loved working on it. I love working on it still, and I use it like all the time. And I guess one thing, I write so much like by hand in my journal, and there's an essay on the blog that I'm really into that I wrote called Small Acts of Idolatry. And when I say I'm really into something of my own writing, like it's not because I find it amazing or particularly good, but I think it's because there is something in my head that's been there for a long time, and when I'm able to articulate it in a way that makes sense and is clear and communicates like what's going on in my brain, I think that's one of the most exciting experiences as a writer. And yeah, so one thing I'm working on now, I want to pick up some other like side hustles out of like it would be nice to have more income, but I guess that's not really why. I'm not particularly motivated by money. I think money is like a good tool, but I could just get so bored easily, and I always want to find a sense of purpose and newness and like make little me proud. And one thing that I've wanted to do ever since I was a little girl was model, which is I think what I started this video talking about. So I made a course because it's how I think. I need like frameworks and I need to like write through. So I made a course for how to model that's on the website, and I'm gonna submit to a few agencies today. I took some like digitals quickly, and I think this is the first time in my life I've felt like confident enough to pursue commercial modeling since I was a teenager. Yeah, and when I'm in New York, I feel like people ask me a lot like if I model, but back in Kansas, since there's not as much representation, I think sometimes I can feel like a little more awkward there. But yeah, I'm gonna submit those today and to do some like other stuff and read always and write. I've already written today and it felt very good. Oh, but the thing I wanted to say, one sec. In that essay, I have this thing I say about how I would like to live a life of complete anticipation towards something. And I think it's so interesting that your life can change in like a single moment, in any sort of way. And life is a lot of the time about putting your reps in and just like doing the work and doing it well. I feel like I've been putting a lot of reps in. And when I was younger, like 23 maybe, I would pick all these silly bits for myself. Like one Thanksgiving, I wasn't going home, so my friend and I decided to do this like giant picnic in front of Tiffany's, and it felt like a holiday. Like it was a holiday, but it felt like a holiday and a quest, and you know, something we could say we're gonna do this, and then we did it and it felt so good. So I kind of like this idea. I have like daily goals that I write every day and monthly goals, but they're so tied to like my business and which I love my business. They're tied to like my business and my creative work that I think I would like to just have one that's more ephemeral. So I sort of it's June 17th. I want to make a single day really special, and maybe I'll make June 25th really special. And June 25th is going to be the day that my life changes for the better, and everything that I'm working towards, I'll see something. And I don't really know like what it's going to be, but I'm going to pray a lot. I'm going to pray today, tonight, tomorrow, and I'll pray for June 25th, because I just finished in the book of Joshua reading about how, which even though it's like a violent chapter, like don't love reading about war, but there's this moment where Joshua is like asking God, like, can you make the sun stay longer? And then it does. So I guess I've just been thinking a lot about the power of prayer, and every night I pray on my knees. I pray for my like goals. I express gratitude. I pray for my family. I pray for my friends. I like say the names out loud, and I pray for sometimes people who don't even like me, or people who, you know, I'm irritated by. You gotta do it. You gotta get your spiritual reps in. So yeah, June 25th. I'm really excited now for June 25th. Okay.